Hallelujah, believers.
Hallelujah.
Truly we thank Yahweh always for being so good. Thank you for his power and for his might. And realizing another day that passed by that we can say thank you.
Yeah.
You know, every day is not going to always be sunshine. But you got to understand that it's days like that we need to reevaluate where you are on the battlefield in your spiritual life. You know, there's an author right there named Jonathan Reynolds. He wrote a song entitled Cycles.
All right.
And he said that people have to understand, I'm just paraphrasing, I'm not going to read it to you, but people just have to understand that the devil learns from your mistakes.
Yes.
Hallelujah.
Even if you don't.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
And what it does, it puts you in cycles. Because what you continuously do, you refuse to learn from your mistakes.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
And we got to understand that I don't care what kind of problem you have, what you're dealing with, if you're in Yahshua Messiah, you are a new creature.
Hallelujah.
And there is power in the name of Yahshua. The things that we often put ourselves through,
Hallelujah.
and we continue to go through them over and over and over, at what point are we going to learn? You know, the Bible says, it makes it plain, shall we continue to sin, that Yahweh's unmerited favor may continue to abound? By no means.
That's right.
We are to learn from our mistakes.
Hallelujah.
Because you never can tell when the Son of Man is going to come, and you also need to be aware that who you represent.
Amen.
If Yahshua died on Calvary for us, and if we were baptized through him, then we went to death with him. We were buried.
Hallelujah.
And all of the sinful nature that we're supposed to, that we once had, supposed to be gone.
Hallelujah.
We're supposed to be better and work at it. So that means that if I gossip, if I curse,
Hallelujah.
if I drink, if I run around, chase women, men, is that Yahshua?
Hallelujah.
When you going to learn from your mistakes? So if you have a weakness in those areas, and if you don't learn, Satan will learn. Because you realize over a period of time that you're going to get older.
Oh, yeah.
And people are going to look at you and they're going to evaluate your life.
Oh, yeah.
And you have to understand, if you say that you are Yahweh's, but everything that you do and everything that you live and represent is contrary to Yahweh's word. You see, even Yahweh can speak through a wino. Yahweh can speak through people who know what right and wrong look like. You know, there's a thing out there now, we're talking about why we're losing so many millennials. You know, most millennials, if you think about it, most millennials spend a little bit of time with their parents.
Hallelujah.
And they watch their parents. And it's been said that, this statistics show that millennials, a lot of them don't go to church. And why they don't go to church? Who do you think they're looking at? Who's in the house? They don't go to church because the parents will say they're saved, they say who represent Yahweh. They look at this and go, this is what church is all about. They don't want anything to do with it. I'm going to go to hell, I'm going to go to hell on my own terms. So it's something that's a reality check for us as believers of Yahweh. We don't say that we are perfect. It says that we need to work on our soul salvation with fear and trembling.
Yeah.
And the reason being because it's not guaranteed to us. We have to be about our Father's business. And as believers, we need to understand that we have to break those cycles. Because there is power in the name of Yahshua.
Amen.
And you have to understand that if you walk in Yahshua as he's in the light, you need to be in the light. And you need to change things in your life. Whatever that you're doing is holding you back, whatever those pitfalls are that you keep continuously going into, you need to change the cycles. In the worldly sense, there's a word called insanity. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. You're not going to get this different result. You're going to get the same results.
Hallelujah.
Because if you don't change your pattern, you don't change your behavior, you don't change the things that you're doing in your life, and some things are generational, some things are financial. You have to be able to change things. Just because you get paid today doesn't mean you're going to spend your money, spend everything. If you believe in Yahweh, donate to Yahweh. Believe in your faith, walk in your faith. If you say that you're believing in Yahweh, that you want to spread the word of Yahweh, do things that represent your faith in Yahweh, represent where you stand in Yahweh. Because you realize that you have even Satanists who represent Satan. They will give everything they have to spread the word of Satan.
Oh, yeah.
But if the believers of Yahweh say we represent Yahweh, we love Yahweh, I tell you, believers, a dollar won't give it. Done. A dollar won't even pay for the light bill.
Amen.
So you got to understand, this is the reality that we live with. If you love Yahweh, break those cycles. Walk in Yahweh's word.
Amen.
Do things that you ordinarily wouldn't do, that you know that you're scared to do. Step outside the box, your comfort zone. Thank you, and do the things that you know. Guess what? That's going to represent your faith walk in Yahweh. So, believers of Yahweh, break the cycles.
Yes.
Understand that Yahweh has got your back. He will always have your back. And sometimes things may seem a little uncomfortable. Guess what? We're not getting any younger, and people are dying every day.
Amen.
If you look at churches nowadays, I look for the church to be under attack, because the big churches nowadays, they represent the Pharisees.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Nobody preaching the word.
That's right.
Hallelujah.
Nobody preaching the word.
That's right.
All they are motivational speakers, make you come to work, make you come to church to feel good. And all I'm saying, believers of Yahweh, it's time that we stand up for Yahweh's word
Hallelujah.
and do what is right. If we die for Yahweh's sake, we know we're going to have life more abundantly.
Hallelujah.
So believers of Yahweh, continue to be strong in your faith, walk in the faith, walk in the light as he is in the light. And continue to hold fast to those things that we know that are true to Yahweh's word. And let us, as believers of Yahweh, spread the word of Yahweh. And let us go out and learn from our mistakes so that we may grow. And when times do come, like Brother Laverne said, we all have a different story, a different testimony. But when those lonely days come and those dark days come, and they are going to come,
That's right.
that you know you can lean back on something.
That's right.
You got a spiritual walk. You got a testimony. You got some word in you that you can claim. You can step out and believe in Yahweh's word. So believers of Yahweh, be strong in Yahweh in the power of his might. And reach out to our young people and touch them and keep them and guide them. And give them a hug. Give them Yahweh's word. Give them the hope. Give them things that they normally don't see. Let them see the sermons. Let them hear the sermons. Let them see the sermons. Let them see you feeding people who can give back to you. Let them see you turn the other cheek, because it's not worth it. Because you got to follow out in Yahshua. Let Yahshua fight your battle.
All right.
Let us bow our heads. Yahweh, Heavenly Father, Most High, Precious King. We thank you once again for just being so good. We thank you for your power and for your might.
Yes,
Yahweh, we thank you, hallelujah, because you have given us, Yahweh, the opportunity to praise your name once again, Yahweh. You woke us up, Heavenly Father, and we just want to say we thank you. We thank you, Yahweh, because you have been, Yahweh, better to us than we've been to ourselves, Yahweh.
Hallelujah.
We just want to say thank you right now, Yahweh. Look down upon your people and keep us and guide us. And give us strength and give us understanding in your word, Yahweh. We may, Yahweh, break the cycles in our lives, Yahweh. And remove the bad behaviors, Yahweh. Remove the bad thoughts, Yahweh, the old ways, Yahweh. And let us, Yahweh, walk in the newness of your word right now, Yahweh. Let us, Yahweh, renew our strength in Yahshua, our Heavenly Father. And let us, Yahweh, walk according to your word right now, Yahweh. Look down upon the young people and teach them and guide them, Yahweh. And Yahweh, just touch them right now, Yahweh, because they're suffering, Yahweh. So many, Yahweh, seeking things, Yahweh, trying to find out what is right and what is wrong right now, Yahweh. Oh, Yahweh, so much temptation before them, oh Heavenly Father. Oh, Yahweh, just lead them right now and just guide them right now. Look down upon our sick, the shut in right now. Look down upon, Yahweh, those who are alcoholics, the prostitutes right now, Yahweh. The broken up homes right now. Those who are addicts right now, Yahweh. Oh, just keep us all right there in your word right now, Yahweh. Look down upon everyone today right now. Keep them in your spirit, Yahweh. Keep them in your word right now, Yahweh. Protect them, Yahweh. Give them comfort. Oh, Yahweh, just pray that you look down upon them, Yahweh. Look down upon even their offsprings right now, Yahweh. Continue to keep them and guide them right now, Yahweh. And just motivate them according to your word right now, Yahweh. Oh, Yahweh, speak with our servant heareth, Yahweh. Just give us strength and give us, Yahweh, the mindset to be strong and to stand for your word right now, Yahweh. Just keep us right now, Heavenly Father. We just want to say thank you for the power of Yahshua. We thank you for the blood right now, Yahweh. We thank you for your word right now, Yahweh. We just want to say we thank you for just being so good, Yahweh. Keep us and just guide us. And keep us, Yahweh, in a one accord, Yahweh, one mindset, Yahweh, to proclaim Yahshua to all. Keep us this we pray in Yahshua Mashiach. Hallelujah. Amen.
Hallelujah.